So hi, my name is Gayle Storey and I am the co-founder inventor of the Tutti Toot trumpet. The trumpet is a respiratory apparatus that helps people with a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and cystic fibrosis and asthma. It allows us to document the lung function, and it makes therapy fun. So yeah, I'm the sort of the inventor around that. I have a art and design background, designing and inventing. And my husband is a professional trumpet player, and our daughter has asthma, and that's mainly where we this story came from, was finding out that she had asthma and seeing whether or not the trumpet, because my husband's doctor advised him to take up the trumpet to help him with his asthma many years ago. And so the question was would playing the trumpet really help our daughter? And so that's the start of it that took us on this 2-year journey through lockdown. We've sort of put this together and we've got it manufactured. I sort of came up with the idea and was sketching it out and thinking, well, could we translate the lung function into a digital format so that we can actually see it? And it could be a game, it's an app, it's a bit like PlayStation Guitar Hero. So it encourages kids who have respiratory diseases to do their therapy, and they have to do at least 200 breaths a day. So they have to blow into like a tube. It's like an airway clearance therapy, and it helps them to get up their mucus and also helps them to exercise their lungs. And so this encourages them to do it in a fun way. Instead of just focusing on one area, which is the inventing, it allowed me to look at the market as a complete. So where is it going into? Who else is within that market? Who are our competitors? Where we actually see the actual product itself being placed, how it will influence different markets around the world, how we would actually engage in that, and actually getting to understand an investor and what they might want to see from us as a company. So it's really allowed me to really view as an overall what the business proposition we're putting forward to an investor, and what we actually our unique selling point. What do we have that is different to someone else who might still be in the same sort of area within the product, but how we do it differently, and what our uniqueness is, and how we can say that clearly and precisely within about 8 minutes. So really structuring it enabled me to really structure what we've got to say within a set time, how to say it, and how to sort of allow someone who doesn't know about the business or about what we offer to really have an overview of that. Yes, so actually pitching in front of other people, it's quite unusual, because it's something I haven't ever done before. So I've never really had that opportunity to pitch. I'm able to communicate and present things, but something that is your business is slightly different to people who don't know anything or have no really understanding about it. So it's about giving clarity and preciseness, but also directness, and allowing people to really understand what you do as a business, so and what you offer. And I think the environment that that was set up was very professional. It was very informative. It fed back into improving you as where you are. So even though there might be some aspects that I was really maybe good at, there were also aspects that I could improve on, and they actually enabled the team enabled you to see those and see other people pitching as well. So you really learned from each other, and we weren't all finished. We weren't all like polished. There were areas within us that needed to be improved. So we're still looking for further funding. We still want to do a feasibility study and a clinical trial to take it into manufacture, so that we can actually then sell it directly to individuals and to companies at the NHS. And so it's allowed us to really look at that pathway. It's provided us a clear understanding of going through the regulatory approval into where we can actually take it and into market. So it's given us that sort of the area, the direction to take it to market, and that's been really useful, because we're now confident in approaching people. If they approach us, we can actually say, look, this is what we've got, this is where we are, these are the areas we need to improve on, but these are the areas that we have strength in, and do you want to be part of that journey? So in that sense, it's been really informative, and compacted the ideas into a structure that really helps us to obtain what we want to do, which is take it on further into manufacture.